Clem.
Yeah, that's kind of why I want to make it work. I think it would be very cool to have like my very own go-out staff.
Clem.
Yeah, they have been asking about it as well, yeah.
Clem.
Two birds, one stone kind of thing. Scourge Prime. I very much understand why people want to make this work. It's kind of unique in that it does pure corrosive damage. It looks absolutely sick and it has an awesome bullet attractor effect on its throw. Problem is, the secondary stats are a bit meh. 10% crit chance with a 2x crit multi, though at least the status chance is very nice at 30%. The stats on the throw don't really matter because you don't throw it to do damage, you throw it to trigger the bullet attractor. So let's see if we can make this work. Shall we? I usually remove all the mods before I start recording, but for some reason I didn't actually have any mods here, so I don't know what I was doing, but I guess it didn't work. I think this is one of the very few weapons where we're gonna go with Deadhead. I'm usually not a big fan of it, but because we have the bullet attractor from the throw, Deadhead makes the most sense. Let's slap it on. Does Deadhead give headshot multiplier to sources of damage that usually don't have one? Because the AoE on this doesn't have a headshot multi because it's AoE. Chamber and aptitude, same old, same old. 54% status. That's not tremendous. That's gonna be like what, 2.7, 2.45. My math is way off. I don't know how useful that's gonna be though. For now, let's just take it out. Let's get in radiated reload and then some heat damage. Maybe we go with full-on Hellfire to utilize the dash. That gives us a pretty good distribution and kind of balances out the corrosive. The status chance though, that 54% status chance, that's not feeling very good. How much would we get with thermite rounds instead? 72, that's better. But we get too little heat. Well, actually, I know this might sound dumb, but we could run both. That way we do mostly heat, and we get the status chance as well. We might as well get Firestorm on there, because we have the mod space, since we don't have to get corrosive. More pew? I mean, I don't know what else to put on there, so yeah, sure, why not? Oh no, does the attractor actually work on this projectile? Yes it does, okay, good. I like this, it's actually pretty saucy, but I feel like it could use more fire rate. Having some punch through would be nice here. For now, let's just try Fervor. It's a little bit less than Prime Tread, but, you know, let's give it a shot, see how it feels. Yep, this feels much better already, and we also get the added benefit of stripping their armor faster, because we're gonna proc status faster. Good stuff, yes. I guess a D for aptitude makes the most sense here. Now we can finally move stuff around, so let's clean it up a little bit. Move that there, this lets us run Shred. Alright, let's go give it a try. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The strip is very good. The DPS is on the lower end, but it's not terrible. Let's try a normal mission, see how it feels and all that. Okay, the ramp up is not terrible. That's good. It's chewing through shields pretty well. That's always nice to see. So far, I'm not loving this. I think we're gonna have to make some changes. I'm not sure what kind of changes yet, but yeah, it's okay. It's just, it's not, like, the DPS is not bad. It's just, I feel like something's missing. You absolute nerd. Mania is the worst acolyte. It's just like, oh, look at me, I can block everything, and hate it. Every fiber of my being. The DPS was actually pretty solid though. I wonder if maybe we should drop armaments, because I would kind of like to run Serration on this. Look at me being one of the cool kids and all that, doing onslaught to level stuff up fast. Okay, let's get a V right there. Get the Serration on there. I actually wonder if Radiated Reload is a bad call here. Yeah, I think Radiated Reload is bad. It's just, it's pushing radiation into our status pool. And it's making the armor strip take way longer, and that's like really important for this, because we need to strip the armor for the heat to do the health damage. What if, right? Let's move that in there, get that out. High voltage and malignant force. This supercharges our corrosive, and also gives us 90% status. Oh yeah, this is miles ahead. The armor strip is so much faster with this. Though, to be fair, heavy gunners are weak to corrosive, So let's try this with napalms as well. It is a little bit slower with the napalms, that's to be expected, but it's not slower by like a significant amount. So yeah, this is the way to go. The armor strip from corrosive and heat is far more important than having some radiation and reload speed here. Oh, hold up, we could actually, yeah, we could drop Rhine Firestorm, we can move straight up there, then shuffle this over here. Heat, run double heat. We get a better amount of heat damage, so we're not doing overwhelmingly corrosive, and we get over 100% status. Aha! Yeah, this is it. This is by far the best version of this that we've done. The damage is great, and we don't even have Herald yet. It would be better to have faction damage instead of Serration, so if you really want to min-max this, run a faction mod. But I like this to be more sort of universal, right? I don't like faction mode, so I'm gonna keep Serration, but again, if you want to like max the damage out, run a faction mod instead of Serration. You know what, now that it actually has like a good amount of fire rate, it kind of reminds me of the staff from Heretic. What was it, the Hellstaff? Was it the Hellstaff? I think it was called the Hellstaff. Ooh, Eximus, show me the damage. Wow, yeah, that's great, that's awesome. This was such a lovely turnaround. I was not feeling this for the longest time. Alright, Torment, that's good, no nonsense. Show yourself, Acolyte. I want to test my dippers. Very good on the shield. Very good on the health as well, damn. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, this is it, yeah, this is it. Let's also do a quick test without emeralds. I have a feeling it's not gonna be particularly good. This setup kind of needs emeralds to help it out. That's not half bad actually. It's obviously not as good as it is with the shards, but the DPS is still pretty solid. So here's the final build for the Scourge Prime. We have Serration for damage, Galvanized Aptitude for status chance, and a bit of Condition Overload on direct hits, Galvanized Chamber for multi-shot, Brine Shred for a bit of punch through and some fire rate, Hellfire and Thermite rounds for a ton of heat damage and a bit of extra status, and then Malignant Force and High Voltage for corrosive damage and status. Now for the Arcane, I ended up using Primary Deadhead, which is relatively easy to keep up on a weapon like this, but if you don't use the Bullet Attractor a lot or you're having trouble sustaining it, just run Merciless instead. Then, just like with any other corrosive setup, Emerald Archon charts for more maximum corrosive procs are huge because they will allow you to strip away the enemy armor completely with corrosion alone, so you don't have to think about armor strip at all. You don't necessarily need them, the setup works without them, but it is considerably better if you do have the Emerald charts. So there we go, the Scourge Prime. I was not feeling this for the longest time, but as soon as we did just a few changes to the build, it immediately clicked with me and I was like, okay, this is actually going to be pretty fun. So if you're trying to make the Scourge Prime work, I would highly recommend you give this build a shot. It's pretty solid. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching and I hope you've enjoyed the video. I would also like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support, it means a lot to me. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.